Well, let's start by reviewing authority here. So codified law trumps case law. So if you find a statute or definitely a constitution, that will be your starting point. That controls. It trumps case law. So codified law from your state is going to be binding, but codified law from a foreign state will be no authority at all. So an Ohio statute in Michigan is no authority. You could never bring it into a brief or memo. Now, case law from your state could be binding, or if it's from a foreign state, it's always persuasive. Now, to determine whether it's binding, you need to look at the jurisdiction, court hierarchy, and publication status, and that's what we're going to do on this video. Again, so I'll quickly show you how to juggle these three requirements of court hierarchy, jurisdiction, and publication status with a real case that I worked on. It was a breach of fiduciary duty case. Now, in Westlaw, if I just run the search, I want to show you where do you find these three elements for you to juggle. How do you find binding case law? So if you look over here, after you run the search, over here in the filters, be sure you're looking just at cases. And then right here, if you look just at jurisdiction and reported status, everything that you need to find binding case law is right here. So under jurisdiction, we want to go to state and then Delaware. And then in terms of court hierarchy, we can find cases from the Supreme Court and the Chancery courts. So let's say we want just Supreme Court stuff, so the most binding, weighty law. So that does it for jurisdiction and court hierarchy. And then for publication status, we could go down here to reported status, and we want to choose reported. So now we're going to get just cases that are reported and that are from Delaware courts. And now I'll click apply on the filters here. And so now I'm going to be looking at only binding case law. And look at that. We went from 174 down to 4 cases. So everything we needed to apply our 4 elements was right there on the filters. Now I did the same search in Lexis. Up at the top here, make sure you're looking at only cases. And then again on the left side, for court, choose the court that you're in. For the court hierarchy, you need to actually go down here to select multiple, and then you can get more detail. So that's where the court hierarchy is. And then the publication status is right here. Just choose reported. So that's how you apply the 3 elements as you're doing your research. So start looking for binding case law by applying those filters almost immediately. That will filter out a lot of information fog. And then if you're not finding enough, then you can slowly try some other things that you're going to learn about later in chapter 4. You can expand your research. So more later. See ya.